All right. So moral of the story is, I could have paid 5, 6, 7. Some of these even go for 8 grand. A nice rust-free Southern truck, but then I'd have to deal with, shipping it here and then figuring out if I'm going to test drive it or have somebody else do that or inspect it. So, by the time I'm all said and done with that, I still have a truck that's been untouched. I don't know the history. I might have to do mechanical work or whatever, but you get something like this for $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever, and you got a good foundation. Mechanically, it's good. Clutch, engine, transmission on this thing is all perfect now, and it's really just the little stuff. If you can weld, if you can cut, So now I got the door panels out. I'm going to be putting speakers in, just some basic components. The actuator, the lock actuator on that side didn't work, so that's why that's apart. Again, it's all the little stuff. I just can't stand it when stuff like that doesn't work. Another thing here, like cup holder, I've ordered that OEM, the new knobs here with a little bit larger, whatever you want to call that. There were some cables in here that were binding, so I replaced the cables and replaced the heater unit, so that's good. The speedometer is, that's all good. All the lighting is done. The oil pressure gauge did not work, and it was not a sender issue. It was a cluster issue, so I fixed that. Little stuff like bulb, the bulb inside of the hazard switch, the clock needed repair. Just any little tiny stuff that needs to get done, I'm just obsessed with. The ECU, so this is a 9596. If you ever want to run a supercharger, the TRD supercharger, you need a 97 or up, 97 or 98 truck. Well, we'll be doing a 97 ECU conversion. It's very easy, just so that's done and out of the way, just in case. I'm trying to think what else we got here. Oh, yeah, so, damn it. So, yeah, like I was saying, I was doing the frame. You can see right here we have a little patchwork. Nice 1/4" steel that was plasma cut and put in here and welded in nice. This was really the only issue right here on the other side. But a lot of times you'll see these frames just totally rusted through, but this one is totally nice and solid. That's kind of why I went with this truck. So I pulled that off. I pulled off the pickup bed, and then I saw the gas tank that was completely rusted through. So I'm like, well, I got to do that now. So I found a nice used gas tank from the West Coast and put that in. So the gas tank is now good. We don't have any issues with vacuum or sealing or anything like that. And, stupid stuff like this. Like the previous owner, got a nut in a washer from a hardware store. Well, it's got to go. It's got to be OEM. So it's just the little stuff that, you really got to figure out how deep down the hole you want to go when you're doing something like this. But I figure now that I have it, that it's half apart, I might as well just do every little thing. Because it's not that much. I mean, a couple bucks here and there for bolts and nuts and such. But like this, what is this? Somebody went to a hardware store, got a washer or some kind of spacer. We got to get rid of that, get an OEM one in there. Axles are screwed. They're aftermarket. I'm trying to find some OEM originals that are in good condition to throw in here. Brakes. I got Brembo rotors on the way and OEM pads because, if you're going to take the axle out and change that, you might as well do this. What else? Oh, the front bumper. Yeah, so the chrome was rusting and peeling pretty bad. So I'm going to do satin black on the front end, the grill, the bumper, the valence, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be another part video. Obviously the fuel line was totally rusted. You tried to